reviews. Appreciate it. Let me see how long have I streamed? Going 6 hours. This is a long stream. So, probably should stand up for a second, take a break. I need to go bathroom too. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, let me update the code. We'll load up the name, code ID, copy, paste. We'll, oh, nope. Center that. I do feel my throat going. Let's see how long this match is. Favorites, match replays. Oh, it's a 6-minute game. Okay. D0miieye? Okay. You sure you want me to do this one? Because it's a 6-minute game. I assume the enemy team surrendered. Like normally, I only accept losses. Like I want close losses. Like you're not going to learn a lot from a 5 minutes from a 5-minute win. Oh, 6-minute win. You have access to career. Are you sure that's the one you want me to do? There's not going to be a whole lot to talk about. Pick a loss. Okay. I assume you want penny, so I gotta find a penny game. Do you have a penny game? This one's Penny Magneto. There's a loss. 784. It kind of looks like a stomp. How long was that one? That was 8 minutes. Not going to work. 13 minutes. Not won't work. Where's that 13 minutes? 13 minutes here. 8 minutes. 14 minutes. Not a penny. I might have to just take a look at the short. If I can't find anything, I might just have to see if there's something I can talk about in that 5-minute one, but it's going to be hard. 10 minute, 9 minutes. What's your least favorite? Who, me? I can play any of the roles. Like, I don't have a favorite role or least favorite role. My least played role is probably damage, and then it goes Vanguard and then strategist. Penny Hawkeye lost Stomps. I can't use that one. So, oh, okay, this was last season, it looks like. Yeah. So Grandmaster, 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 Grandmaster. 16-minute 2-3, not a penny. Do you think there's an easiest role? No, because it depends on your mind. It's like some players will find Vanguard easier, some players will play strategies, find strategies easier, stuff like that. Like every role, there's not an easy role or a hard role. Every role has its own job and its own duties that they need to complete and perform. Vanguard's going to play entirely different, and your thought process needs to be different as you play Vanguard than it would be on Strategist. Strategist is going to be entirely different than if you play Damage. Damage characters are going to make space by taking angles and taking other people out of fights and stuff like that, and causing these 1v1s to draw people out of the fight. Vanguards are going to constantly be pushing forward, taking space, taking what is given to them, focusing out whoever they can, stuff like that. Strategist needs to constantly... Vanguards control where your team positions. Strategists need to survive and fight just about everything. So they're going to be dealing with dives and stuff like that, as well as strategists don't get to decide where the team positions. They have to move where the team moves and stuff like that. So you think if I want to rank, I should play Emma or Magic? My Emma... usually not that bad. If you want the easiest time ranking up, it would be Emma, but like all of them can rank up just fine. you want to do the short one? I can send another one day. Okay, let me take a quick look at the short one. Probably play Vanguard. Everything else said applies to most Vanguards. Yeah. Yeah. We'll take a look at the very short one. I can't spend another few hours looking at a match anyway. So let me see here. Match replays, codes. 6 minutes. So we'll take a look at this and see how it goes. See if there's immediate things I haven't done a review for you. So there's probably going to be some immediate things I can point out, like positioning and stuff like that. Penny is one of those interesting characters where you kind of want to lock down nests and stuff like that. I hate playing Vanguard. It's just no fun other than Emma, a Lord Strange, by bore of him. Okay, so let's take a look at Penny here. Let's go forward a little bit. I want to get my final hits up. That's more just mind positioning and stuff like that. Penny is more about area control and area. Like, Penny is an interesting character because you're not going to take space in the same regard as an Emma. Wait, what tank is Dom? Dom is on Penny right here. This is a very short 5-minute win, so. Rank. This is, oh, I don't have it. Crap. Okay, hold on. GM, Grandmaster. Grandmaster. All right, I got my rank up. Got the rank icon up. I feel like Penny is more of a skill check character. She can be, but the way Penny takes and controls space is entirely different from a. Do you have a lever? Is entirely different from like an Emma or a Strange or anything like that. Penny is not a character you typically want to hold on the front line unless you have very good healers. What button are we? We are F7. That is not F7. We tube what? Oh, this Penny's gonna do the thing. I was 700 2 days ago. Oh, top 700. Okay. Crazy Penny, I just see no way they ever lose, but Emma good against her as long as they ban. Yeah. This Penny's gonna do the thing. Does she get a kill? I'm impressed, kid. That's some serious tech where is she landing those? Is she landing them at the thing? Yeah. Let me move faster. Yeah, she's landing them. I mean, yeah, but I always felt like you can just off angle and they're gone. Yeah, like honestly, like the way, like if I'm on Vanguard and it's like I see the enemy go Penny, and I see the enemy's playing Plenty, I switch off Vanguard and just play Punisher until she switches. So the way I beat a Penny is I just go Punisher and shoot the nest and then blow her up. Okay, good. Someone noticed it. I break all those. All right, good. You noticed it. Good. I was waiting. It's like, is it going to get someone? Okay, let's take a look at where we put our nest. That rocket would have. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you recognize it and you understand that. Okay, so very short game. Let's take a look. I'm not going to have a lot to work off, so we will take a look at nest usage, stuff like that. So you have 2 nests here. Okay, obviously this one's going to explode really easily. Which one is this? Is this the team up nest or is this the because your team up nest throws out armor. Okay, so this is the team up nest. I set up late because of the mines. Oh, yeah. Well, we're thinking about, like, there's a few areas you can position. Like, what's our team comp first? So we got us, we got Emma, we got Black Panther and Magic. So we're not going to have, no, that's the enemy team. Our team is us and Emma. Then we got Punisher and a Black Panther. Black Panther's going to do their own thing. Rocket's not going to really need to utilize our nest as a defense. If he does, he will just reposition to it. Sue could use it, sure. Punisher's going to set up his own area, sure, whatever. Now, one thing, you can stack these, sure, but you can also spread them out to control 2 different completely areas. Penny dominates their comp wholly. Yeah, you're like there's probably a reason the enemy team surrendered. There's probably a reason for that. But like there's the way you win as Penny is one, like you need to lock down areas. This is the most basic hey, we're going to lock down this area kind of space kind of thing. There's a few things you can do. If your entire team wants to, you could lock down this space. I wouldn't really advise for it. You can set up a nest inside of here. So you can put a nest in here, cover this entire area, and fight up here as Penny. They didn't surrender. They didn't surrender, really? A 5-minute game and they didn't surrender? Or 6-minute game? How was that? Oh, you hard hold them and then you immediately capture. Okay, cool. So one thing I do see a lot of pennies do is they will break this glass, set up their nest in here, or set up their nest right here to cover this entire area. And then the penny will fight up here constantly. And then you do have the team up. So you can either stack your nests in here to make it harder for them to jump and deal with you. Because the enemy's goal is to break your nest. The enemy's goal is to remove you out of the position you've locked down. If you want to think about Penny, it's like setting up a home somewhere. God, I wish Captain Kraken was here. he would probably enjoy watching this. But another thing to think about is like you can spread your nest out. Penny is low key so strong in this. But if you set up your nest in here, spread out your webs along here, like you've already controlled all of this space, and you never have to touch the ground here. You as Penny, you can stay up here the entire time, shooting nonstop and webbing, and no one can stop you unless they use a lot of resources to actually get you off of this high ground. Where are you putting some nests on there or going up there? Where are you at right now? They are right here. So they got a nest here. They got a nest here. I don't know where our rocket nest is. Rocket's nest is, I don't even think being utilized. I don't know why your entire team is still coming back from spawn. I guess it is 13 seconds. So yeah, he'll set it up somewhere. Another thing to think about, like you don't have to always combine. It's better if you have your nest combined, sure. But you can also spread out your nests to control multiple areas. So if we have one nest up here, and then you can put one nest like in here if you wanted to, just to control 2 different areas. And then if you need to bounce from here, if they all are going to that doorway, you can bounce down there if you need to. But just having both nests set up here is perfectly acceptable. You also want to set up your mines ahead of time. And she just holds that height, not a Penny player, just wondering from a Penny's perspective. Yeah. Like, I've seen a lot of games won just because a Penny stands up, because a Penny doesn't hold space by frontlining. A Penny should generally always be off to the side. The way a Penny holds space is drawing attention to herself, drawing people into her death zone. So, while this is a common strategy for Pennies, like a high-ranking Penny is going to lock down areas with a lot of walls. So if a Penny's setting up a nest over here, having her webs go down there, controlling this space, or if she wants to control the point, she can have her nests up here and then have the webs over here. So that way anyone standing on these webs is still getting hit by 2 sets of mines being built up. But at the same time, like if there's a Penny up here shooting nonstop at your backline, stunning everyone every 2 to 3 seconds, it's absurdly annoying. And it's going to force the enemy team to use resources to come up here and deal with it. Because think about it this way. Like if the enemy team has Black Panther and magic, how are they going to deal with, like here they can deal with a nest. This is out in the open. Everyone can see it. The rocket could possibly shoot at it. Luna could destroy this nest relatively easily, stuff like that. Penny, the off-angler, and Doom, Despair of Agony. Yeah, pretty much. But like this nest is easy to break, especially with it being the team-up nest. It's on a longer cooldown. This nest is also easy to break. The way you deal with these nests is you come through this doorway. So you force your way through this doorway and you can break these nests relatively easily. If one person on the enemy team goes Punisher or Bucky or something with range on it, like the entire enemy team is screwed unless like Luna comes over here and deals with it, but that's not ideal. So this is working only because of what the enemy team is running. Whereas like if your nest was up here, if your nest is here, or if you have a nest over here and stuff like that, how is the enemy team going to deal with it? He'll probably move it though, right? Maybe, but that's also downtime though. Because you either, like, if they are over here, if you're expecting them to come over here, you should already have it in a position to deal with that flank. Whereas if we had it already up here, or if you set up here as well, like, what's the most difficult position for the enemy team to deal with your nest? It would be here. So how is the enemy team going to deal with that? It's like, okay, they're looking over here. They can't see your nest from this position. They come over here. They can't see your nest from this position. They can't shoot it really easily from this position. They would have to take a wild angle, like trying to get up here to deal with it, or they would have to try to flank it from the back. Or they go flyer. If they go a flyer, they can possibly deal with it and deal with it that way. So their options are much more limited by setting it up in this room here. This is why, some pennies will actually set it up in here as well. It depends on your team comp and stuff, but some pennies will even set up 2 nests in here and have the webs just extend onto the point as well. Yeah, I do have that problem on this map for the bottom nest. Yeah, and it's just very easy to set it up. When you're setting up a penny, you want to find rooms and locked in areas. So like in this room in here, it's very niche. You're going to use it in here. You can use it up here because there's a lot of walls. There's a lot of locked in areas. Some pennies will set up in here and control this space as well. So they'll have a nest here and a nest here. It's a lot easier for the enemy team to deal with a nest in here than it would be up there and stuff like that. But you can even set it up over here. Like you can set up a couple of nests here. It's just locking down areas and then making the enemy team have to deal with you. That's how you make space as a penny. So locking down up here, you're making the enemy team have to deal with you. Otherwise, you're just going to constantly throw out. Take care, Gojo, anytime. If you want to do another VOD, just send in another request. I have to play some games. So let me actually play this out and see how this goes. Where are we setting up our mines now? That's not you. I see you are dealing with the mines that are being sent in by the enemy. Penny, we do have 4 mines available. Now, one thing you want to set up with your mines, you want to set up kill zones with your mines. Set them up ahead of time in pathways that you know the enemy team could possibly walk through. This bridge breaks, so you don't want to put them on exactly this bridge, but you can put them up in corners. I get you're dealing with these mines right now, but we have 4 and we have enough time on. Did you realize I wasn't following? I thought I was. Yeah, there it is. Hey, appreciate the follow, Gojo. Okay, let me see here. I know Dom followed. I don't really try to force people to follow. I don't really try to force people to sub or anything like that. Doesn't really bother me that much. I do appreciate it though. Now we have enough time with the timer. I know you're dealing with that, but normally we have enough time with the timer to, we can throw a web down here, set up 4 mines there. We can throw a web over here, set up 4 mines there. Typically you want to cut off escape routes. You want to cut off corners and stuff like that. So as they're rounding this corner here, they're going to get caught off guard. They're probably not going to see the web or something like that. So walking this way, explode suddenly. If you're able to set up ahead of time, you can set up, mines. I personally like setting up mines around doorways. So a web here with mines here, it's fairly obvious what's going on. If you have 2 or 3 mines on the edge of the doorway here though, and they're walking through, they're not going to expect it. They're going to explode it. Because they're not going to expect mines to be on the outside of the doorway. The same thing as just any kind of points and stuff like that. But let's play it out and just see how it goes. Against a better team, I would expect these nests to be taken care of relatively easily. Our rocket is comboing our, including his nest in it as well, so it's just mine central. That's a good spot, to be honest. I will be using that. Yep. Do we utilize our mines? We're not F7, we're F6. So we still got 4 mines. Timer is almost up. Okay, so we're pushing forward. So we're setting up mines here. Okay. It should be fairly obvious to enemy team what this is. Another thing you can do Like this breaks, so any mines on here will end up getting destroyed. But another thing you can do is you can throw a stack of mines just on the wall here. Snooze. I'm gonna snooze that. Well, I say that. Let me see what the pre-rolls are off, so I can snooze that one. Cool. So I don't have to have that. I can snooze that ahead for 5 minutes. So no, yeah. Another thing, like players will generally look for nests. Like instinctively, I don't walk in nests. If I'm walking forward and I see a nest, I'm not walking in it. I'm walking around it. I don't care. I refuse to walk in the nest because it's just dangerous. One thing I get around that on Penny is utilizing walls. People can't walk on walls. Well, some of them can. Rocket can. But people aren't expecting mines to be attached to walls. It's going to catch them more off guard. Like I said, with the doorway here, if you're walking this way, you're not expecting mines to be here. By the time they activate and you realize it, you're going to get smacked with it. Especially like if you don't put a web there. Like you can put a web there, obviously. Throw a web there and then hide them. But if you just have a stack here and you're not, like you're moving, you're not expecting it. Like look at my point of view here. You're not expecting it. Suddenly there's mines showing here. Oh crap. Just stuff like that. Like you can do it here as well, like put some mines there. But we set up our mines there. We are setting up something. That's not UF6. We are setting some up ahead of time. Black Panther. Oh, Jesus. So Black Panther is going to do their own thing. We break our nest already. So we break our team up nest. I assume. Okay. Okay. But top 1,000, they'll be going into the room to get to height. No, it depends. Like, not always. It just depends on the team comp and how the enemy team wants to position. Like, Black Panther took the high ground up there, so... Generally, we're not expecting a Black Panther to instantly take up there, but, like, look at the enemy team. And this isn't top 1,000. This is... I mean, tech kind of is. Actually, do they purposely avoid the nest, the web? They should. Yeah, they purposely avoid the web. This is what I was talking about. It's very obvious. Players know what this means now. You see how she just instantly moved away from it? So obviously she's not walking in it. Rocket's not going to walk in it. She immediately doesn't even bother stepping on it. So that's what I'm talking about, like being more creative with your mines, using them on walls. She baited it, yeah. Setting up on walls, setting up in areas where people are not expecting it. I would expect this bridge to be broken relatively quickly, but you can cover the edges of this if you wanted to as well. You can also, as well. Yeah, I kind of rushed it. Yeah, and I get it. You're breaking the mines over here. It's like, oh crap, I need to set them up somewhere. F6. So we broke our team. So we do understand this spot up here. So we are utilizing this spot. Black Venom is over there. Venom's going to do their own thing. Okay, so we understand this. Good. We go up there and like, okay, what are they going to do? So they are coming up here to push you up here. And this is generally how I deal with this spot. Is I will communicate with my team. Is like, okay, take the stairwell. We're going to take this area first before we push onto the point. So your nest spots, I don't have too much of an issue with, even though they are pushing up here to try to deal with it. Like this is fine. You see how they have to deal with it, whereas like a lower ranked team wouldn't be making this decision. Like gold and plat and all that, they're going to be pushing over here like freaking out or ignoring it. Whereas like the enemy team did a pretty decent job. They came up here and dealt with it. No comms all game, unfortunately. I was comm banned. You're comm banned. Oh no. We did lose our nest, but it doesn't matter. We still have this other nest. We still got that nest. Why is our Punisher set up there for some reason? I couldn't tell you. Why he's there, I don't know. But, okay, this is fine. Emma comes up and help you. This is fine. I don't have any problems. F6. Angry Penny. I think someone's attacking. Yes, Magic is over there dealing with that. Magic has to deal with the mines and all that. Magic has no way of actually engaging on this. Your teammates are doing a very good job fighting inside of your nest as well. So go back to you, F6. Okay, the enemy Emma left, or died. Cool. We're on team up. It's still 15 seconds before putting our nest down. We have an effective stun of basically 2 seconds. You stun someone, they're stunned for a second. Your stun comes back online for 2 seconds. The most broken ability Penny has is that stupid stun. You can absolutely make Venom's life a living hell as well if you just stun him off cooldown. We lost our... No, we're blue team, so they lost their rocket. Which I think he walked in your nest, didn't he? F6. Enemy rocket is... Okay, so you got him with the mines. Okay. Anyways, back to you, F6. So we're about to lose both nests. Now we're vulnerable. We want to make sure we're standing on a web now, though. Do they capture? No, they don't capture. You guys hold this. Yeah, you guys hold this. So we're down there. Rocket's over there. Where's the enemy team? So you retreat back there. We still have both of our strategists, and they're down a strategist. What are you... Wait, what? So you fall back. Oh, okay, there's a... How did she get there? Okay, there we're dealing with that. Cool. Fortunately, we missed our stun. She goes invisible, not worth chasing anymore. We immediately turn around. This is fine. Now. Okay, well, she's there, technically. But we should be expecting her to show up. Oh, pre-rolls got... Yeah, disabled. Damn it. We should be expecting her to show up somewhere. So we need to be cutting off choke points. Like, okay, we know there's at least an invisible woman somewhere back here. My immediate thought is throwing like a couple mines over there and then throwing a couple mines right here. Is like, okay, well, you've cut off a lot of her escape routes. F6. Their Venom dies. Okay. Good stuns. I hear. Yeah, and listening for the footsteps as well. It's hard for me in the replay because it sounds different for some reason. But yeah. Okay, we got our team up nest ready. How long has our team up nest been ready? So 2, 1. Nest is ready. Not really utilizing it. Like we can. Oh, we're blue team. Yeah, we're blue team. But hey, our nest is ready. We can immediately put it down somewhere. We got 4 mines available to us as well. We're not really spamming them out. You want to at least always keep this, like if you're trying to save mines, sure. But at least keep this at 3. So always at least use 1 mine whenever this is off cooldown. Just to spam them out, because your mines last for a long time. So like it's at 4. Okay. If it reaches number 4, throw 1 out so it goes back down to 3. Hits 4, throw 1 out so it goes down to 3. Just so you're building up the mines in the area. Throw a mine over here, 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 throw a mine on this doorway, throw a mine over here. Stuff like that. Just constantly keep this on charging up at least 1 mine at minimum. So we have both nests ready and set up. Oh, we have both nests ready. We just need to set them up somewhere. Yeah, you're right. I haven't been doing that. Him just holding down shoot looks so weird. Well, another thing, like you move and heal while you're on a web. I don't see you doing that either. Because you're fighting naked right now. The little things matter. Yeah. And even right now, you're fighting naked. If you're like, you always want to be standing on a web because it gives you shields, it gives you health regen, and it gives you a movement speed. So at minimum, like throw a web at your feet so you're always on something if you don't have your nests available. But we do have our nests off cooldown, so we should be setting them up already. Going over there. Hot take? Well, I don't know if it's a hot take or not. If you're attached to your sling here, you should still get the same bonus as if you're standing on it. So if you got your sling attached and you move away from your web, you should still get the health regen and movement boost, even though you're not standing on the web. So we're up here. We're okay. So we're still trying to kill this Black Panther. Okay, so we are setting up our nest again. Good. Okay, so it should be fairly obvious to the enemy team that this is a death trap, but at the same time, they are still running hyper dive. So there's I had break. Damn. Okay. I gotta wait. I want another water. I need another water. So we are 3 minutes in. This is a 5-minute game. I'm still making it a long review. Maybe no movement boost because it yanks you back. True. It does pull you back. I think it's fine though, because it only pulls you back once you release the movement. Yeah, I'm waiting for your ads. I'm waiting for the ads to finish. So 6.5 hours. Been going a while. How much longer? So 40 seconds. I need to go bathroom. Time is it? 4:13. I'm hungry. I only had one little energy bar for breakfast. I'll make some biscuits and gravy. That's what I'm gonna do. 25 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I got a thing. Oh, is that the drops? No, new sponsorship available through Steam Elements. I don't do sponsorships. Welcome back from Ad Jail, everyone. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I was talking about, I lost track because the ads. What was I talking about? What was I thinking? We're dealing with that. Set up mine, set up nest, nest. Why doesn't he put the nest on the inside of the dome thing? It cuts off, for one, this thing can be broken. But two, he doesn't put it inside of it because the web gets blocked by the... putting it out here, the webs cover more area than it would inside of here. To be fair, like Rocket should be putting his nest, his respawn nest in here. Like this is a good spot for the respawn nest, but apart from that, it covers more space by putting it just slightly outside of that so it's not getting blocked by the walls. This is gonna hurt. I was talking about that. My gun doesn't do enough damage to break it in time. Just what we need. So setting up a nest there. And I get why you're setting it up here. You're trying to prevent them from doing the same thing coming up the hallway. Which now that we've acknowledged it, like you can spam the like walls and stuff with mines as well. It looks like, if I had to guess though, they're only going to be that coordinated once, and now they're kind of tilting and doing their own thing. So, like they should do it again. Like if they were actually thinking together as a team, like their first play up here to come up here, control this space, and do it was correct. And they built up a lot of no, that's your team. And they built up, like, they just need to keep doing it. They are a force. Like the enemy team? Okay. The issue the enemy team's doing now is they're not coordinated anymore. Now they're split off. And this is where Penny thrives. She loves it when the enemy team does not work as a team. Oh, we got the fire effects going off. Let's see, back to you, F6. But yeah, you see what I'm talking about? You holding the space up here. Like enemy team has to deal with you now. This is the most obvious mines. Hey, don't step here, please. Go ahead, step here. It's not going to hurt you. It's very friendly. A lot of times, like you don't always have to set up like a stealth bomb thing. Like as you're fighting, you can just throw the mines right behind them. Like, just cut off their escape route. Make them, because if you're throwing them behind them, they're going to instinctively back up into the mines and just explode anyways. F6. We'll go back. Nope. F6. Okay. So 2, we still got mines still charging up. This is fine. We got death. Doesn't look like they're going to come up here again anyway, so putting the mines there probably isn't going to do a whole lot of good anymore anyways. Like you could just be chucking, like one thing you can do is just use them like a grenade. Like you can set up you have a lot of, like, the more creative you're with Penny, the more value you will get. If you learn how to use her abilities in like 20 different ways. Could you place the web down with no mines for mind games? Yeah, you can. Like, that's another thing. Like, you can spam your webs out, but they're just going to test it anyways. Like, instinctively, like, I'm not going to stand in the web. I'm going to walk around it. Whether they're smart enough to do that, too, it's on the player. But, like, if you learn how to utilize each of your abilities in, like, 20 different ways, like, nothing's going to beat you. You pull forward. It's all fine. Okay, we got 3 mines. They're all dead. We can set up a kill zone. Like, we can set up a death zone right now. We can push forward a little bit, look for an opportunity, or come in here. Like, they've tried going up the stairs. They've tried going this way. I can guarantee you their next option, they're going to go up this staircase. So we can immediately just set up some mines around the doorway here, and we're good to go. We can go back up here. This is fine. Yeah, we're going to set up we don't have to web this every time either. I get why you're webbing again, because the bottom web is going to get reset as you use your web, so I understand why. Hopefully no one walks up this way, because they're going to explode. But I'm pretty sure they've given up on dealing with you. Not sure why you want to break that. Oh, no, you're okay. You're trying to spread your webs out more. I prefer just utilizing the cover, to be honest. But I can understand why you're breaking it to cover more area. But also just, it exposes your nest to be a lot easier to deal with. I would also have your nest just slightly over here, just because the spot over here could possibly be dealt with over there. But Panther putting them in a clip. Okay. Not sure what the point of that was. All right, back to you. F7. Enemy team is showing up. No, that's not you. F6. Okay, there's a Sue ult. We have our ults. We don't have to ult yet, but at the same time, they're going to break our nest soon, so we probably should ult just so we utilize all 3 spiderlings at the same time. Okay, so they killed off our Emma. They killed off our... One gets res, though. So they broke our nest. So the problem is we ult, like I would have ulted sooner just because we have access to all of our spiderlings now. Like most characters, you usually don't want to ult into a Sue ult. But at the same time, like, you can cover all of this with webs and kind of just basically deny this ult. Because they're going to be taking a lot of damage because of your ults going around. They're going to have to deal with you and look at you. You're acting as a distraction as well. So you charging down here, running into their face, ult with your webs getting dropped with 3 nests all connected to each other. As you're jumping their backline and stuff, like, they're going to have to turn around and deal with you instead of focusing forward and into your nest and into your team and stuff like that. So it's not really ulting to get kills. It's more ulting as, look at me, deal with my web, deal with my spiderlings. Come on, distraction, 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 kind of a thing. So they break off both of your nests. Luckily, your Punisher ults here. We do ults, but we ult without any backup from any of our nests, so. F6. Yeah, I kind of just gave up on my bottom web. Yeah. Good job moving over here to cut Strange off from the escape. That's not something you see from a lot of lower ranked players. Actually moving to, because most players like chase. Whereas like higher ranked players will cut off their escape. It's like, okay, they're up in that room. They have only one path to take. That's through this doorway. I'm just going to cut them off. You did that, so good job. He should die. He gets eliminated. We're at 53 seconds. We got our one nest available for us again. We set that back on there. Did we lose our team up? No, our team up is on a 9-second cooldown. We have 4 mines. We can set up some mines again. Do we still have the mines over here? Did we lose that nest? Yeah, we lose. 4 mines, 4 mines, 4 mines, 4 mines, 4 mines. We can set up a mines. Portal's coming in. Portal's coming in. We can stun that. We can stun that. Good job. Good job there. I want to watch the enemy team avoid that again. So yeah, okay, they are going that way, and that's generally the pattern. They will try every pathway. So they originally went up this way, it didn't work. They tried going this way, it didn't work. Now they're going through this doorway. And it could go the other way. They can start in this doorway, it doesn't work. Maybe they try this way, it doesn't work. And they'll try the staircase. Or if they go this way, or this way, they're generally, like, lower ranked players will take the same path over and over. They'll go, it didn't work. Nope, it didn't work. Try again. It didn't work. Oh no, it's overtime. It still didn't work. Oh, we lose. Whereas higher ranked players, and I can see that with how they're moving, with what they're deciding. Like, these aren't bad players, but you can see they went this way, now they went this way. So we're expecting them through that doorway now. F6, that is okay. What? There ain't no way. There ain't no. You avoided it earlier. You avoid. Okay, but what do you do if it doesn't work throughout all 3 ways? Well, by then, time's up. So your 4 minutes time's probably up by then. But like, there have been situations where it's like the best decision is to take this path, and I'm going to tell my team, like, I'm communicating with my team, because we need alts. Like, if the situation, like, you've pushed this is why a lot of times teams end up capturing in overtime, because that's when they start throwing all their alts at it. It's like, oh crap, overtime, throw alts. Pushing and failing isn't you failing, isn't you losing the point. It's like, you still have alts being built up. So even if you fail all 3 times, if your team is using alts properly and forcing the enemy team to use alts, like, you guys can still capture the points just by using your alts on the forced push or something like that. Anyways, that's a decision. That's a decision. That they made a choice. They made a choice. Oh, she got pulled. Oh, she got pulled into him. Okay. So she did decide not to walk into him. She just yoinked into him. Okay. Rip you. So luckily your invisible woman is intelligent enough to make use of your death mine here. So back to you. Where's the other one? Because we got thing over there. Things going to do their own thing. We got mines spread about everywhere, so this is fine. You don't have to drop. Like, you don't have to drop. Like, you can stay up here, stay inside your webs, get the healing from your webs, and you can just shoot them. You can shoot them, throw a bunch, just chuck mines at them. Like, it's a lot harder to react to the mines. She did not want to go where she did. No, she did not want to go in there. And her instinct was avoid the webs, and you will see that at the higher ranked players. But, like, you don't have to drop down. Like, you can stay in your web. You can get the healing from this. You can get the speed boost from this. But another thing about your mines, which I haven't really seen you do yet, because you're insistent on setting up your mines and setting up these death zones, which is one use of them, but it's a lot harder to react to your mines as well if you're chucking them where the enemy is going. So if you're fighting someone and you just throw 2 mines behind them and then continue and then stun them, like, if you can stun them into your mines, like, that's a lot of that. That's it. Punisher, are you okay? Punisher lives? Punisher got a kill? Punisher surviving everything. Okay, back to you. But you can just chuck them at their feet as well. Because you see how you're setting up the mines here? But there's a very low chance that someone's actually going to walk into these mines. Like, yeah, we got Black Panther up there, but you could just be chucking the mines over here at this doorway where the enemy is. So instead of like setting some up here, chuck some over at Strange and just have him explode at his feet after a second. There's a chance it could break, sure, but there's also a chance it wouldn't break. Good son. Got Sue ult. Okay, so we still have both nests down. The problem right now is the enemy team just refuses to swap. Like, the enemy team needs to play something else. Alright, let's see how attack goes. Oh, no. I have some bad habits I need to break. Yeah, I see it. I see the tick here. I see the death marker. F6. You already set up? Hold on. Yep. I'm surprised they haven't patched this yet. The fact that this is allowed still. Yeah, let's go look. Here and spawn. This guy. Yay. Who dies? Shark dies. Does Shark die? It's like it is. Shark! Shark, they're right in front of you! They're right there! They're right there! They're not even hidden! Well. Damn. Alright, back to you. He got me with the portal last game. Did he? Is that what he's going for? Is a portal kill? Yeah, he is.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
How is he so high up?
2, 1.
Oh, it's not showing properly because I didn't start off when he activated the ability.
Magic is not to be owned.
Oh, so then I gotta go when he activates the ability for it to actually look proper. Dang it!
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I do the right thing, unless the wrong thing is more fun.
Strange. Aha! All right, here we go.
I'm opening a portal.
I want to see if this actually gets any kills.
30 seconds
Aren't you supposed to face it upwards or downwards?
before you attack. Get ready.
All right, let me see how this goes.
Things must be dire if you're willing to factor magic as a possible solution.
I'm willing to explore any advantages we have available, Stephen.
And it's a good thing I happen to have.
Where is he putting it?
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Or is he getting? Is he watching both doors?
2,
Okay.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Wrong door, buddy. See that portal? One. Where's that portal? Where's the portal? Yeah, he did it wrong. Oh, he didn't. He did it right. Okay. Oh, God. That face is down, right? Yeah, that does face. Okay, that does face down. Anyways, F6.
How can I focus in class?
That movement attack. I don't. You already know all that. Don't really need anything. So, on attack is going to be different than. Well, actually, no. It's like attack is the same positioning as it would be on defense on this map, but generally, like on attack, it's normally going to be different. But as an attacker attacking Penny, yeah, coming up here, taking this same space, basically.
Whoever they are.
What you are doing, so. Looks like Storm is watching you. Unfortunately, we do miss our stun, but. Like, even though you're not getting your nest off, like this is great for your team. The reason this is working is like, look how many people are dealing with you. Oh, your team followed you. You got one person following you. Oh, you got Rocket following you. How kind. Everyone else is dealing with it. But they kind of know my whole playstyle from last game. It doesn't matter. Like, you're still accomplishing what you need to do. And that's 1, 2, 3, well, potentially 4 people looking at you and dealing with you. Guess who's going to die, though? Because you got... Should I count 4? Should I count you? No. I'm going to count 3 people. So you got 3 people looking at you. You got Rocket behind you. She's free to walk up and do whatever they want. They are so far back right now. But that's how you make space with Penny on attack, is pushing up, taking these areas, making them look at you at a different direction off of your front line. You are keeping the line of sight with your Rocket? Oh, okay, Rocket's left you. Back to you. I'm gonna let this play out. Okay, so yeah, oh, you got rezzed, unfortunately, but yeah, Mr. Fantastic did get picked off. We're here, we get the sun off. So again, like, we spent this time throwing the mines here when we could have just came out here and just chucked them over at this doorway. Like, we need to cut off their escape route. We know where the enemy is going to go. Like, the enemy, if the enemy wants to retreat, they're going to go this way, or generally they'll go down this down here. So instead of setting up mines behind us, like, we can just start chucking them at the escape paths, at the escape routes, stuff like that. We go over here. I don't know how we're missing our... I wouldn't have left line of sight of our strategists. Like, I wouldn't have gone all the way that way. Like you can, like, fighting here is fine. There's not much of a reason to go for the flank over there. Like, fighting here is fine. We're in line of sight of our visible woman. If we need our rocket, we can come over here as well. But just purely holding this space is giving the enemy a panic attack. That's just being in this area is making them freak out. And I can tell that because they're so hyper focused on you. So we do this. Unfortunately, we do miss our stun there. Grab the health pack, and we get picked off. We have a rocket. Do we have a res? Do we get res? No, looks like someone else got it.
Ready for another go, Spider? I'm counting on you, friends.
I got some movement attack, getting a lot closer. Why are we taking the path over here, though? Like, you can... I find it strange that you go this way. I get why you don't want to go this way, but, like, you could be just going this way. Like, I just come up here and crawl over here, but I think you're just trying to be sneaky either way. Amount of damage. We got 4 mines available. We got our nest available to us. Looking for opportunities, so we position over here. Mines still spread about. Well, that's not good. She ulted you. She actually went straight for you. Kind of try it. Yeah, yeah. They don't like you. They don't like you very much. We do get rezzed. Oh, we get rezzed in a very good spot. Okay, good. We can utilize this. Like, just instantly put 2 nests behind them. 2 nests behind them, spam your mines.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, they're moving as a team. Where's your team, though? Because you only need 1 person to touch, because you got the entire team chasing you right now. Let me go back to you. You survived? How did you get the entire team? Rocket, I need you to touch point, bud. I need you to touch. How did you get the entire team to chase you around this bend here and then trap them on that side of the point. How? What? How is it the entire enemy team like, I taste the penny. I eat your penny. Oh, not the okay ad. No, snoozing the ad. I taste the penny. What was that? Hold on. What was that? Like the entire enemy team chase you, and then you wall them off from the point, basically. Like, look at every single one of them. And then you wall them off here. What is that? Like, for one, there's no reason they should have chased you. There's a zero reason to chase you around this bend here. What? Okay, back to you. Good lord. We don't have a nest down we can utilize with our alt. That one's been broken. That one's been broken. We can't... Generally, if we want to alt, we want nests to be available for us to utilize, just because the spiderlings... Obviously, you should know... You already know this, but just because the spiderlings follow along with all of your webs. Maybe if we had a res beacon. So, each time we've alted, we haven't really utilized our nest. We do have... That's the enemy's cloak and dagger? That enemy cloak and dagger, and we got our own 2 alt coming up. Okay, so you're stacking the mines there. I see what you're doing here. Then they see 9. They see 9. They got Rocket there that can touch. We got Mr. Fantastic can touch. I don't think it would have mattered, but still. I'm flabbergasted. The fact that every one of them followed you over here to allow you to that's good lord. Anyways, things to improve on. I was able to talk a lot more about this match than I was expecting, considering it was a 5-minute match. Things to improve on. Like, you can use you don't always have to set up death areas with your mines. You can kind of chuck it into just chuck it at their feet and try to get kills like that. Is that considered a kite? That's considered something. It's that's more like a I wouldn't consider that kites. That's more like a Piper kind of situation. Follow me to your death. You'll be fine. Follow me. I got cookies and candy over here. Come on, it'll be all okay. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Oh, okay. Death, nest, die. That's just the enemy team being stupid. That's all that was. Because there's zero reason to follow you over there. Like, if they want to deal with you, it's like, okay, well, you only got a couple areas to go. You're either going to come this way or you're going to go up this way. That or you're going to come back this way. Like I said, things to work on. Nest placement has been pretty good. Like, I don't have a lot of issues with your nest or where you put them, stuff like that. You can get more creative with your mine usage, though. You do like spreading them out. You do like setting up death nests and stuff like that, which I don't mind, but they're fair. Like, the higher you get in ranked, the more obvious it's going to be. And you, like, even in here, like I showcased how, like, even they know to not step in your webs. Like, it only worked here just because Sue utilized it and yanked them into it. But you can set them more up, death areas more up on the walls, more around doorways, stuff like that. Your alts, I don't think it's normal for you to alt without your nests, but you can make sure if you are alting that you do have your nests available, or worst case, if you do plan on alting soon, you can cancel one of your nests to have the cooldown available. That way you can just chuck a nest down as soon as you alt. That way, so you do have a nest of at least one nest available to you. If you fought a Punisher, this probably would have gone a lot differently, but the enemy team just refused to swap. Is there anything else I need to go over? Missed some stuns. I know it's not really the biggest problem. It's not really, wasn't a whole lot, because if you give me a different map, because it's fairly obvious where you're going to put your nests here. If like on this choke point, but like if we ended up pushing, there would have been a ton more for me to talk about on how to like attack this point with your nests. I can't snooze anymore. I got 5 minutes. How to attack while you're attacking with your nest here. Areas to control with your nest while you're on defense on this map and stuff like that. Because if we're defending, like we can set up nest in here and draw them this way and stuff like that. We can set up here if we wanted to while we're on defense, and then spread our net webs down this way. You can set up in that room as well. You can set up on the high ground up there. While we're on attack as well, like while we're on attack, you generally want to set up like a nest in here and then draw their attention to you either from this bridge or shooting through this doorway here. Draw them into this room to fight and attack you. You can also go through this doorway and stuff like that, and then set up a nest in here and be a pain in the butt on their side over here and stuff like that. You can also, like, if you are able to set up here ahead of time, and then wait in here for the enemy team as the payload's moving up here, and the enemy team starts fighting here, and then you just poke your head out over here and just shoot them in the back and stuff like that. Just things like that. But since we were only able to look at the first point there, it's hard to talk about the other areas just because I don't know how the match would have played out if that did happen. My throat is dying. My poor throat is failing me now. Did you have any questions, Dom? I'll definitely have another to send VOD in for more insight, because this helped for how little there was. Yeah, I talked a lot more than I was expecting. Like I said, I'm so used to coaching like the same players over and over, so I don't get a lot of new people over. I get new players requesting coaching over time, but I'm able to talk a lot more because you're a new coach for me. So there's a lot more I can cover and go over. Whereas like the repeat ones, they've already learned the stuff I've already covered, so I have to keep trying to find more stuff for them to learn. But yeah, generally I prefer very close losses. So if you have a loss where you only played Penny the entire match and it was a very close match, and like I want games where you felt like you put your all into it but still lost. Those are the games I'm looking for. So if you're able to get one of those games, I will review it. I review games every single Sunday starting at 10 a.m. EST. Other than that, I will occasionally stream on weekdays. It just depends on how work goes and if I'm able to set up the time. Other than that, it's guaranteed Sundays. I think that's the last review to do today. Code. We can delete. I don't have to do that because I know where to cut the video. Generally, I will cut the video. I need to edit the videos out because I got a lot of past reviews I need to catch up on. Eventually, once I get that done, I'll send you a ping in the Discord with your own private YouTube video that you can save and do whatever you want with of just your review. My throat's dying. Let me mark yours as complete. Cool, that one's done. So that one's done. I think I'm caught up with everyone. Okay, bet that sounds like good. I'll definitely be back. Cool. Hopefully some easier climbing so I can have a challenge soon. Karuki's getting the ego going now. So next time, if I don't get any more requests, I still got Kali I need to do. I got a wisdom game I need to do. Other than that, I think I'm fully caught up on everyone so far. Yep. Okay, so sounds cocky, but I'm stuck in low ego. You're allowed to have ego. A lot of times having an ego will allow you to check my peak. Okay, give me a second. A lot of times, like having an ego will allow you to, like being cocky in some situations will allow you to actually win some of these duels. Whereas if you were playing scared, it wouldn't have worked out as well. So PlayStation peak is season highest. One above all, number 88. Nice. Yeah, one above all. Is that the highest? I think I've technically had someone higher rank on PC. I don't know where let me see where Captain Kraken is. View career, where you at? Ah, ha, ha. Okay. Yeah, I can't look at Captain Kraken. 88 point. Is that not the same? 88 is just rank, ain't it? I can't. I gotta bring it up. Favorites, match replays. 6 minutes. View career. Yeah, I dropped to diamond after. Yeah. Well, I mean, they do a lot of resets. So, season. Which season was your Eternity 45? Oh no, it's not. It's the Elo you get. And I dropped to diamond after. Ah, damn it, ads. Celestial, Grandmaster. All right, so one above all, 88. Season 0? Was it season 0? Oh, season. Oh, okay. Season highest, one above all, 88 diamond 2. Okay. Yeah, stupid ads. I'll say bye. I'll say bye after the ads. Stats. 119 hours on Penny. Good lord. 98 on Bucky. 94 on Strange. Why am I getting a Fortnite ad? I don't have control over the ads. The ads do what they want. You have a lot of time on Bucky as well. Let's see, it's time 25 seconds. Let me wait for the timer and then I'll say goodbye. I wish they would upgrade the Lord stuff. Because Lord 28250. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Welcome back from Ad Jail, everyone. I wish they would upgrade the proficiency rewards because it's still capped at Lord. I would have expected them to add more tiers by now and give you more stuff. Oh well. Anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about something, and then ads showed up. Sorry, the Elo. Oh no, it's the Elo you get, and I dropped it down. It's the Elo. No, it's not. Oh, it's not rank 88. Ego or something. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyways, I'm going. That would be really cool. Yeah, I assume they're going to upgrade the proficiency eventually. I'm just surprised they haven't done it yet. Anyways, I will be live again next Sunday. I will go live on the weekday if I have the opportunity. I'm going to get some food. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go get a drink. I want some ice cream. Anyways, take care. Bye-bye. Adios. See y'all.